On today's episode, we'll mainly be talking about my shawlography progress, as well as a finished pair of socks and a new acquisition. This is Pineapple Knits. This is my channel dedicated to knitting, spinning, and weaving. You can connect with me on social media at Pineapple Yarn, and you can connect with me on my website at pineappleyarn.com. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and for new viewers, welcome, and I'm so happy that you found my channel here on YouTube. I'm coming to you from coastal South Carolina. It is a beautiful fall day. We're having beautiful, cool mornings and cool evenings along with warm, sunny days. So you can't beat that. It's super nice. It is getting, well, last night I was out doing things in the evening and it was really, really chilly. I actually was wearing pants, a long sleeve shirt, and I brought a very warm wool shawl, and it definitely was the perfect outfit. It was very cold. I was surprised actually, but it's that time of year, the weather's changing. But anyway, I'm in an unusual spot again because I'm working on all of your advents. So that's been going on. But let me go ahead and start off with some finished socks. This actually was not on my sock snake that I shared with you last week. This was a pair that I finished from my previous long sock snake I posted several weeks ago. This is a beautiful pair of self-striping socks. This was a yarn from Gynx yarns, and I'll put the colorway below because I think it was called Magical Girl maybe, but I will post it below. I forgot to bring the cake of yarn that I had left over, but this was a really, this is just a beautiful base. First of all, I want to talk about this because I believe it is an 80/20 superwash merino and nylon, and it's a 2-ply. So many dyers use this base. I've used this base in the past as well, and it's really, really squishy. It's just a little bit thicker than a I guess a 75/25 base, and so it makes really squishy socks. And I have not blocked these yet. I probably won't, just depending on if I keep them for myself or if I gift them. I don't block any of my kids' socks, but if I gift them, I might. But these block out so squishy, and I actually just wore a pair of 80/20 socks that I had knit up years and years ago, and I wore them outside this weekend, and they were just so thick and squishy. They're really nice. So these turned out so pretty, and unfortunately Laura from Gynx Yarns isn't dyeing anymore, and so this is kind of a teaser that I'm even showing these to you. But I've had this yarn in my stash forever and finally decided to get it out and knit them up. But here they are. I did try to make them matching, and they did turn out actually fairly well. So yeah, I think these are so cute. These are just, they're so pretty, and they have little subtle speckles in them. Aren't those beautiful colors together? I just think that those are really, just really pretty. Several colors of pinks and coral, purple, aqua, and then there's little speckles. So I knit these just like I knit all of my socks on my circular sock machine, which is right here. You can see this red tower right here. This is part of it. I used a 60 slot cylinder, which is the equivalent of 60 stitches around. I believe I did, I want to say 50 rounds for, well, first of all, I did a 20 round hung hem, which is just this folded over cuff. I have a ribber for this machine and I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. I always do the hung hems on my socks if I'm finishing the sock on the machine. But anyway, I believe this is a 50 round leg and then a 65 round foot. I will put more details below, basically a recipe of how I knit my socks. And then I do a short row heel and toe. This is the equivalent of any short row heel and toe if you're knitting by hand, an afterthought heel, something to that effect. So anyway, that's these socks. These are so pretty, very squishy, even though I haven't blocked them. They're just, oh, they feel really nice. So I am going to probably gift a lot of these socks. I do keep some for shop samples. I gift a lot. My kids wear a lot. So, so yeah, these were really fun to make. I've had these in my stash, this yarn in my stash forever. I've had it for years. So I was really happy to knit these up and get these finished. But I am actually looking, I'm looking at my basket of yarn that I have caked up, and I actually just purchased 2 self-striping skeins, even though I'm trying to get through my self-striping stash. I don't have a huge stash. I just would like to use up what I have, but I did purchase a couple more skeins, and I'll just go into those since we're on the topic of self-striping yarn and socks. So I just purchased this one. This is from Nomadic yarns, and it's called Candy Cane Lane, and I think it's so pretty. It is these beautiful reds and really pretty like plum purple and like a lavender gray, 2 different colors of greens, like a darker green and like a mintier, lighter green. I don't know, I'm really interested to see how this knits up. This is a 2-ply 80-20 base, so this is going to be one of those kind of plumper bases. So it's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 400 yards in 100 grams. So this is going to be just like these socks I showed you, nice and plump. And yeah, I don't know if I will do contrasting heels, toes, cuffs. I might. We'll see how I feel when I get to this. But yeah, so I purchased that. I did purchase another skein of yarn from KirbyWirby. When she does an update, I just can't help but check her shop and see if she has any left. And luckily she had just a very, very few skeins left. I was so excited to get this. This is a beautiful sock set, and I don't know if I've ever purchased an actual sock set from her. I'll give you a close-up. This is a beautiful, beautiful blend of colors. There's like this, almost like a tangerine peach and a really kind of like blue-gray, light blues. There's several different blues in here. And then a really pretty purple mini for contrast, or contrasting heels, toes, cuffs, or whatever you want to do. And this is on a sparkle base. So it is a 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. And I believe the stellina is silver. So gorgeous. So this is going to be really, really fun to knit up. Oh, and this is called, the colorway is Frozen Farmer's Hiney with Samantha Mini. It's a joke she has, so anyway, it's kind of funny, but beautiful. Cannot wait to knit this up. This will be fun. I love her yarns, and I am looking at my basket right now, and I already have one of hers caked up, so I need to get on it and get those. But I do have my sock snake, which I've made no progress from last week, actually. I actually do have some. So I showed you that really long sock snake, and I was just taking pieces off and knitting socks. I did finish a toe, nearly finish a toe on one of the socks, but I was at a kid activity, one of my kids' activities, and I forgot a needle, and so I couldn't Kitchener the toe up. So that kind of put an end to that sock, and actually, I'm not really, I mean, I kind of forgot about it until I was gathering all of my things for this episode. So I need to go ahead and finish that up. Bring a needle with me and finish those up. So I'm going to go into my Shawlography shawl, the mystery knit along from Stephen West for this year. If you have not caught up with Clue 2, well, that makes two of us because I'm only midway through Clue 2. So I am nearly finished with the triangle section. If you are past that or you don't mind having a spoiler, keep watching. But if you don't want a spoiler, I'll put a timestamp below so you can skip ahead. So like I said, today is Wednesday, and I am not even through the triangle section. So that makes me a little nervous that I'm falling behind. I do like to keep up with this because that's part of the motivation for getting a huge project done in a month. But I've had a couple days where, a couple evenings where I just haven't had time to knit, unfortunately. So it's just the way it is. Hopefully, I did read ahead on the pattern. Hopefully it won't be too much knitting past this. But here's where I am so far. So I'm really loving this. I love this color. I love the blend of colors. I'm really happy with them. I think they're so pretty. As you can tell, I did switch to my longer circular needle this week, so I don't have any issues. But here's where I'm at. Last week was was all these I-cord loops. That's where, I believe that's where the Clue 1 ended. And then it went into this wonderful kind of slip stitch section right here. And I'm using a kit from my shop. Unfortunately, this colorway is sold out. I do have one left of another color if you're interested. But I'm using color A was supposed to be your favorite color. So I picked pink, and so all the colors where I chose, this is how they fell. So the slip stitch section is with a beautiful gray and like a soft neon pink. And then it went into these amazing welts. And I am really loving this section. And I don't know if, hopefully you can see, but these were knit plain and then just knit stockinette and then gathered up in this magical way. I don't even know how to say this, but this is very textured. I just don't even know there. That might be easier to see. You can see that they are like little triangles, little puffy things on the shawl. What? That's amazing. Like, that's so, so cool. I love that. That section was challenging and fun, and I really liked this. And so, like I said, I'm into the triangle section. You can see those triangles. They're so pretty. And I'm nearly done with that section. And then after this, I believe we have baubles. So we'll go into the baubles and then onward from that. But yeah, so far, I think this is turning out gorgeous. Like, look at those colors. Oh my gosh. This is just magical right here, how he did that. I'm always kind of blown away with his creativity and design. And this has just been such a fun shawl to knit. This has been a really, really fun one. I was thinking back to the other mystery knit-alongs that I've done, and I think I've finished multiple knit-alongs, but this one, I think I dropped out on texture time. Was it texture time? And the clues were really long. I just could not keep up with it. I wasn't enjoying it, but I'm glad this isn't the case with this one because this is just beautiful. I really, really like how this is turning out. So I'll go through my colors real quickly, even though I did go through them last week. For color A, I chose pink. Color B is supposed to be a framing color. I picked the darkest color of my set. So this beautiful plum color. And let's see, I'm gonna get my cheat sheet out because I don't remember the rest of them. I believe color C is this icy mint. Yes, it is. So color C is this beautiful icy mint color. And color D is a really pretty kind of neutral pale gray. And lastly, color E is this kind of a butter yellow color. So all together, here's what they look like. And so they're really pretty together. I really like these colors together. And they are on my Lonnie sock base, which is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon. It's kind of my most popular base. I'm using a size 3 needle, which is a size down from the pattern. That's what I always do. I always size down 99% of the time in all my patterns. But yeah, so far so good. Hopefully I can keep up with the knitting. I don't feel like it's been too challenging so far, except for the welts. I did have a little bit of a brain. I was having trouble wrapping my brain around that one. And, you know, his videos are just such a wealth of information. Over the years, his videos have become more and more extensive. They've become, you know, just more thorough. He must spend so much time recording those videos. And so they're just wonderful to have for his mystery knit-alongs. And so if you do, I don't know, y'all are probably aware that he has those videos, but they're really like, you could literally knit along with those videos. They're really, really cool. So this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. That's all the knitting I have. I have not done any spinning. I've not done any weaving. And I haven't even thought about those things, to be honest, because it's just been so crazy lately. And last week, I'm really sorry the light quality was so poor. I actually didn't have electricity when I was recording last week. Luckily, I had all my camera batteries charged. But yeah, so I've been having crazy internet problems. My water line was cut yesterday with some work that was being done, and so I didn't have water yesterday. It's just been a little crazy around here, but it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully it's smooth sailing from here on out, but yeah, just a little crazy. Today I have a light on, so my light's a little more consistent, which is great. But yeah, I've just been working really hard on all the advents. I really wish I could show you my studio. I have several thousand minis all organized. They're all wound, and today I plan on labeling all of them. So, which I actually really like labeling. It's fast and it's really fun. So that'll be a fun task, especially after days of winding minis. This will be a really nice break. So I plan on doing that today, and yeah, everything is really great. It's on track to be shipped very soon. So I'm really excited about the advents. And just a heads up, in the shop this week, I will not be having an update, but I'll be having a sale, which is really fun. I have multiple colorways and, you know, different bases I've discontinued. Colorways that are older, I've decided to just cycle out of the norm, and I will be discounting those quite a bit. And then I will have a sale on top of all the rest of my products, just as a thank you to all of you for supporting my shop this year. I wanted to give you a head start on the holiday shopping. I know that shipping can get a little crazy this time of year, especially, I would say, in the last 2 years, shipping has just been, it can get really clogged and slowed down. So I will be doing that. If you are a newsletter subscriber, I will be giving you a day head start on the sale, which is really fun, and giving you a coupon code for that. So if you're not a subscriber, a newsletter subscriber, head on over to pineappleyarn.com and there will be a subscription bar right at the very top. It's super easy to subscribe. And so I'll be sending out a newsletter on Thursday for that. But yeah, that's about it from me. Thank you so much for joining me this week. And if you liked this episode, I'd love if you'd give it a thumbs up. I'll be back again next week with another episode. And I will be filming a shop update preview after this, so check out the channel for that. I hope you are enjoying your crafting wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.